Shalom, giving all praise and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah, Quadash, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned from daily. Shalom, Labakar Yom Shah, Yasharella. That's peace to the hopeful election of the nation of Israel. This guy you're looking at right here on your left, this is MC Serch. You know, they made some good music back in the day. They had two songs that I really liked. One of their major songs was The Gas Face. You know, and they also introduced the NAS, Nas, you know, to the world, you know, at the time. You know, he came out on a cut called Live at the Barbecue. People that know the hip hop, you know, they know the story. But I'm checking this out, came up on my feed. You know, hey, he's a small hat, but we don't know if he's Jake or not. But he's a small hat. You know, and they're breaking down the actual business part of the music industry, because it's actually the business of the music industry. So they're breaking down the business of Nas, and they threw Jay-Z in there, you know. But it was speculated that this small hat stole Nas publishing, and he's trying to clear it up. And we going somewhere with this, you know. So he's bringing out how he never stole Nas publishing. The publishing is if you write a record, right, and you sell it to a record company. Now, they'll give you outright payment for the record, but they'll own the royalties. The royalties is what you get paid on the back end. And they'll own that for lifetime. While you just take the million, 2 million, whatever. They can give you 10 million, you know. You take that, you blow it, because Jake don't know nothing about finance. You know, and they'll be eating, and they'll leave it to their children in the will, and they'll be eating for as long as the Lord let them, whatever. But, you know, the scripture that came to my mind was Psalms 55:21. His words were smoother than oil, but yet were they drawn swords. Because even though this guy say, oh, I never took Nas publishing, but once you understand the business, see, Esau is very technical. You know, he hides himself behind his wording. That's why you find a lot of Greek wording in the American language. A lot of wording from Rome, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, so on and so forth. They hide themselves behind that tongue. That's why when you read here, let's just get it real quick. That's why when you read here, that, you know, his speaking means a lot. The way this guy's speaking, you know, Jake don't speak like this. You know, first of all, you know, our nature is to be fair. You know, Jake is very corrupt right now. So, you know, but Esau, this is his nature to roll like this. Let's see here. This is Revelations 13, verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy. So ultimately, you know, this goes into when he came out of the caves, you know, speaking against Adam, speaking against our saints. He turned the saints into Edomites, which the saints are us, Psalms 148 and 14. Those are the Israelites. Everybody can't be a saint, sanctified, separated, holy. No, but he turned the saints into Edomites. He turned all the major characters of the scriptures into Edomites. But he also got technical with his decrees, even down to the music and the film industry. And this man speaks, you know, with that type of tongue. But inward were they drawn swords. The Lord gave him this type of mouth. So when you, you know, as I was listening to this guy, let me see, where we at? Okay, yeah. MC Surge, you know, he's speaking very smooth. You know, he got the whole barbershop and all, you know, and he's breaking down the actual music business because it is a business. And most Jake, and I know this because I had I had 3 companies, you know, back in the day. So I do understand that Jake do not understand money and Jake do not understand business. Jake don't know what they're doing with money and business. Why? Because we're moving so fast. We just trying to survive. That's it. We thinking money really grow on trees. That statement was for us. And they know this, and they capitalize off Jake just moving too fast. And they'll give him something to move with. And he made a statement here. I can't play this because of the copyrights. But he said he ate off 2%. 2% of Illmatic, Nas' first album. 2%. He said he ate off that for 27 years. Now, this man is not that old. I remember MC Search when he came out. So I give it to him maybe the mid-50s, you know, late 50s. But that's damn near half his life. He ate off 2%. He said he lived very well. And that's not even owning a publishing. Because, of course, he probably sold it out to the higher-ups because he was duped his damn self with learning the business because they were young kids when they came out as well. But because he's connected to them small hats, they cut him in with just 2%. And he said that Illmatic tapes sell hundreds of millions, or you have hundreds of millions of listeners every year. And he said he's still eating. And after I think he went into every 37 or 39 years, you finally get your slaves back. Your slaves is actually what the copies are called. You have, when you go into the studio, you have something that's laid down called the masters. Guess who owns the masters? Those small hats. Those 1948ers. You get the slaves. The slaves are called the copies. They're called the copies. That's why every rapper is fighting for their masters, and the masters go back to your publishing. You know, so it's very technical, and they made it this way. So when you read no contracts, you don't understand. You go to the lawyer. The lawyers work for them, mind you. So they gonna misread the contracts on purpose. But I found this video right here pretty interesting. You know, this is Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smooth, man. They come in very smooth, just like they do Eve today. Very smooth. Smoother than butter. You know how smooth butter roll. But war was in his heart. But the whole time, this is a conniving damn devil. A very conniving devil, man. And our people that get with this, you know, they learn the science to it, because this is a little science. You learn it, and then you can run it on your people the same way. That's how T.I., all these guys, Ludacris, they stay at the top because they learn the science, because it is a secret to this wealth. When you're in that industry, you learn it, you go to the back offices, and then you keep on running the same program. You know, you run that smooth program. His words were smoother than oil. Smooth. Yet were they drawn swords. You cannot trust this beast. You cannot trust this beast. And guess what? He got our main artery, Eve. Boy, oh boy. Matter of fact, I'm in this now. This is Isaiah. I'm gonna read this in the NLT, which is on your right hand side. What sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws. Judgment. Hey, that's why everything is coming upon this land. Everything you got, everything you own, or you think you own, it's an unfair judgment in this place. Giving all praise and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakutash. Shalom.